Yes, people, welcome to NAF. Hopefully, you lot had a good sleep, nice little Christmas holiday for yourself and whatnot. But business resumes. Gonna go back to streaming pretty much every day and whatnot, a couple times a day, and then go from there. I've got loads of games. We're gonna be joined by Monts. The other two can't make it. Not that it really matters because one of their teams didn't even play. The other one, they actually finally won, and the time they finally win, they're not even here. So. But we'll talk about it anyways. We got Jordz, in the dumps. We got Hooks, the fresh trim. And we got Wolfie. Mons is going to be in due time anyways. I was literally just on the phone with him. He's happy. But yeah, smash the like, people. We've got a customer, as some would say on the Trench Talks. Name is Jordz. I can't even laugh. My name's worse.
You're gonna make me cough, man. Serious.
You know the maddest thing is, the only Spurs fan that was actually available I saw all weekend, pretty much Jay. And if not, it would be is Jacob as well. But Jacob is doing his own thing at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Why is that, Cass? Is it because they're all in therapy this week?
I don't know. You know what the thing is with George? He can explain for himself. He would tell you literally 2 days beforehand, like, no, I'm not available this weekend. So I'll give him the blind. Like, Deadchee's just
I'm not available on weekends, bro. I'll be so real. I'm not spending my weekend nights after a loss on stream. I don't owe no one nothing to be on stream on a weekend.
Well, to be fair,
that's my weekend night where I'm not working. I'm chilling.
To be fair, though, George,
so real. That is all it is. Saturday, Sunday nights, you're never going to see me on shows. And that's to any show. Unless it's my own channel.
Technically, first and foremost, if I politely ask Jordz, please, can you be about beforehand, before you played, you typically would say yes. You like, it's cats, man. It's
that's because he's got that hopium, man. He's got that hopium that they win.
It's like, lucky I like you, man. But there's no point in having Jordan that Sunday night if I'm gonna have him on a Monday sometimes, isn't it? Even though I had you on yesterday, Wolfie, or I had Hooks on, but Hooks is a little bit different. But yeah, man. How are you feeling, Wolfie, man? This is an unknown time for you.
Bro, it's fucking early.
This one does 10 a.m.s.
10 a.m.s? That's crazy, man. 10 a.m.s.
Sometimes
what does that even look like, man?
Sometimes I do the 9:45. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Hooks, I'm gonna be there, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be there. I'm just gathering myself slowly to get back to it.
All you famous man take all the other time slots in it. So I gotta take what I can, blood. You know what I mean? Then get early. no one's. But everyone's sleeping. I gotta be active. You know them way there. So
taking them scraps, man.
Yeah, man. You know them.
What do you mean? No, wait, hold up. What do you mean? Like who's the famous man? Because it ain't us.
Bro, you man, the big six bands, man. The expressions, but all them man, bro. You get it? The tapping toes, them man. Everybody, bro. Big guys, bro. You get it? Rants, Lee Gunner. You get me? No, so all them man, bro.
We found our slot. Like to be fair, we were looking around beforehand because I would make note of every channel and every one of their times and say, oh wait, no one goes live at 12. Why? That's our slot. Except on a Monday.
I'll tell you why, man? Because they're asleep.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I'm not naturally a morning person, innit? But I'm more of a like get up at 11 and then go to bed at like 3 in the morning type shit. But that's just me. That's probably why I'm up so late. It was like, oh, how you still up? I'm like, well, that's just normal, isn't it? Night owl settings. But anyways, bun all of that. How you feeling, Jordz? How you? No, honestly, how are we feeling, man?
Of course he's good. Of course he's good because all Ange needs is more time. And he's playing. He's got this. Fine. So
that's what he does, mate.
Yeah, man.
It's the truth, isn't it? Like, there's only so much my manager can do with the squad that we have available. Yesterday, it's obviously disappointing the way the game turns out, but you can't look at the manager and expect any different. Like, people ask for tactical changes. They ask for tweaks. That happens. And then the result doesn't turn out the way they want. And they're still going, oh, it's the manager. Oh, he's not doing anything. It's the same thing. He's still doing the same tactics. All of this rubbish. And it's just like, nah, you didn't watch the game if you think it's the same tactics. It's different tactics. Just didn't work. The personnel aren't good enough.
What was the different tactics? What was the different tactics?
I saw different tactics yesterday for one.
Well, you definitely saw Tottenham were a lot more defensive yesterday. We sat in.
I thought so. There
wasn't no high lines yesterday. Yeah, we attacked and we pressed high at times, but there wasn't a high line. You saw Bentancur and Basuma played together in midfield for the first time this season, which made me have a double pivot in front of the defense trying to protect Archie Gray and Dragusin, but it just didn't work because I don't think Basuma is a good number 6. Basuma's horrible in midfield and he needs to go. He can't be relied upon. And then outside of that, I don't think it was a terrible performance. Like, we weren't horrible. We just lacked control of the game. I feel like, as it's been clear to see, we need rotation. There's no fitness out there. The players could not play that full 90 minutes. You could see as the game got on further and further, it started to go more in Wolves' favour. Tottenham just ran out of energy. We couldn't press them.
Even though they didn't have Cunha on the pitch.
They didn't. They had Cunha on for the first 45 and he went off injured. And even then, still, like I said, Tottenham made subs, but our subs weren't at the level required. I mean, when you bring on Timo Werner, Maddison was decent, and then Pap Sarr come on again, decent, but Timo Werner left-hand side, Sergio Reguilon down the left-hand side. These are 2 players that shouldn't be playing for our club. There's only so much my manager can do with the squad that he has available, man.
Let me get this right. Go on.
Do you know what I find a bit strange? Yeah, now this is me. Yeah, and obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. But when Ange first came in, yeah, we was all telling him, yeah, you got to change it up a bit, yeah, because this high line for life thing is not working. We was all saying, hey, this high line for life.
That's not true. That's not true. That wasn't what was being told.
You cannot tell me what the people were saying, yeah, because
I can because I was streaming with the people. You wasn't, so you can't tell me. What do you mean?
Hey, Jordz, it's 2024. Man owns a TV, blood. I have internet, yeah. I was watching the people, right? Yeah. I don't need to be on the stream to know what people are saying, yeah. We were saying, hey, brother, slow down. I know it's a bit hot right now. But so you don't speak so fast,
bro. I've been chilled. You asked no. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this one. This isn't running up.
Relax. Calm down. It's okay. Hey, it's all right. Because remember, I agree. Hey.
I know you were going for quad and it didn't work out anymore. But like, focus, laser focus.
Because I agree with you. Ange needs more time. He needs his players. But we told him high line for life don't work. And do you know what he said to us? It's who we are, mate. So why is he changing the tactics now? What happened to it's who we are, mate? This is what I want to know. I want your opinion.
Very good question. Very good question. Very good question.
Hey.
It's a shit question. Hey, because why is he changing tactics now? Because he only has limited players available. That's
who we are.
Hey. But there was times in that first season when, because remember, Maddison went out injured. You had Van der Ven go out injured, and he was still playing the same way. You had 9 men on the pitch.
True.
And he said, "It's who we are."
About with it. That's the 10 game. That's 10 games into his tenure. Would a manager not? No. You're not going to keep doing this. Hey. No, hooks. If you're going to judge a manager 10 games into his tenure. And then ask the question why 50 games into his tenure he's playing different. Then look at your own manager and look at every other manager. It's because they
evolve.
It's because they evolve.
Stop swinging the tennis.
Why did Nuno play a certain way at Spurs and then play a different way at Nottingham Forest? Answer that question. Oh, because they evolve.
I don't need to answer that question. I don't need to answer that question.
It's an obvious answer.
Hey,
if we're just going to do rhetorical questions, we can do that all stream if you like.
Hey, Wolfie. He doesn't realize that both of our managers are in the top half of the table. We don't need to answer those questions, but we need to find out why Ange has gone against his ethics, his morals, what makes him who he is. Jordz, why has he gone against that?
I'm not answering stupid questions. I'm not doing that today.
It's a good question.
No. I just answered the question. We're not doing that today. I told you,
because you don't know the answer.
Is that why you don't know the answer? Are you feeling a bit shamed?
It's okay to say you don't know the answer. It's okay to say that.
Shame. I hear it, man. Don't worry. I hear it, man. I hear it.
Like, what I want to know is, if you're saying it's not the manager, right? And he's changed his tactics to go defensive, and he's still fucking up, right? Can't beat Wolves, who 2 weeks ago were bottom of the league or second bottom. Like, What are you saying, bro? Like, seriously.
Actually, that's a good question. I was going to say that he did switch up defensive, and he still conceded, or you conceded more chances.
Exactly. So how can you say, "Oh, he's changed it up"? He changed it up.
Vito Pereira took off
we didn't
centre
concede
back.
more chances though, Cass. We conceded 3 shots on target.
I mean, you can see. All right, you conceded more. You did concede a little bit more.
They had more possession. That's what I mean. It's the first time in a while that like teams controlled the game more than us. That's happened because he changed.
You're happy about that?
Can't even run that bar anymore.
This is what I mean. I can't. If you want me to answer the question, I can answer the question. But if you don't want me to answer, you guys can feel free to
answer.
No, but then you asked me one. Then you mid-question, you said, "Are you happy about it?" I know what I was answering.
All right, go on.
Go on. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Are you sure you don't want the floor, Hooks? Because you seem to keep talking. I don't know. Do you want
the floor is yours, bro?
Are you sure you don't want it? All right. So again, Tottenham gave up control in that game because people keep asking Ange, "Are you going to make tactical changes? Are you going to tweak it? You're clearly throwing too much players forward." Okay, we dropped the line deeper. We tried to suck up some pressure. We tried to, in the first half, let Wolves play in front of us. And what happened?
Bro, that's crazy.
And you fucked up.
It's right. Yeah. Hooks, feel free. You obviously know better. No. Hooks,
Sucking up pressure is crazy, bro. I won't lie. Wait, where's the do-rag, though?
Why don't you take off your hat, bro? Why don't you take off your hat?
I'm asking you.
Let's see.
I'm true to my brand. We all know Hooks and the beanie.
I'm true to my brand, bro.
I just want to know where the
do-rag is. My brand.
You know what I mean?
There's no do-rag because Tottenham didn't win. That's true to my brand.
Donna Cullen's got sent me a voice note on Twitter.
We're not hearing Donna Cullen voice notes today, bro.
If anyone's pays a tenner, we'll play Donna Cullen for Jordz.
I'm good. But back to it, you asked for Ange to make changes. He makes changes. The personnel's not good enough to acquire and you know to be able to proceed and play out those changes in the game. And that's what happens. We obviously gave up too much control. And I think the reason we gave up so much control is again because we don't have enough rotations. Don't have the fitness for the players to keep up with maintaining the control for 90 minutes like we have at the start of the season. It's just not there. We're having players play 2-3 games a week. Wolfie, you wouldn't know about this because your club's not been in this position for a while. But playing 3 games a week can take its toll on its players. And eventually this is what's going to happen. When you're playing week in, week out, the same players, no rotations, the likes of Archie Gray, the likes of Dragusin, who had to play, he wasn't fully fit, but had to play because we had no other centre-back options. This is what's going to happen to the team. You're going to concede silly goals. And that's what happened yesterday. But to sit there and say Wolves took over the game or they created chance after chance, they didn't. They just had a lot of the ball. They didn't really do that much of it. They deserved the point ultimately because they scored 2 goals. That's what happens. Tottenham didn't put the ball in the back of the net when we needed to, and we didn't play good enough to create enough chances.
You're going to try and throw me some strays when we slapped you around last week? You're going to go down that angle?
You scored 1-0. You didn't slap us around.
You're going to go down that angle?
If you actually want to be objective and look at the game properly,
No, come on.
The Forest game, and then you look at the Wolves game for Tottenham and see how they're very contrasting differences between the way that we played in both of them.
And the contrasting differences, you got no points out of us, man.
And we should have We should have beat you guys. You guys were shit. You just had one.
Oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're going down this angle, man.
No,
you sat here and said, we slapped you about. You didn't do nothing. You just got one lucky goal on the counter, and that was it.
One lucky goal, bro. One lucky goal, yeah. One lucky goal, man.
Well, I'm looking at your subs realistically, and I'm thinking, wait, what subs were made? I thought the subs were quite decent, to be fair. Sergio
Reguilón was the first sub.
Actually, to be fair, if we admit, he didn't do bad though yesterday.
Guedes should put his misses on. Would have distracted the Wolves players. He'd have had more chance.
Guedes, what's it called, innit? I don't think he done a lot against him. That's why he had to keep coming on the inside. Pause. Like that's what I kept seeing. But Saar as a rotation and Maddison as a rotation.
Saar and Maddison done their job.
Werner's normal kind of sub anyway. But they brought off Andre because he was injured for Tommy Doyle, who was dog shit. I was absolutely furious. I hated
he won for about 12 minutes, man.
He was on for more than that. He was on for about 20, 21 plus the 8, so half an hour. Carlos Forbes barely seeing for Hwangi Chan. Gomez, never heard of him. Come off with that Dawson, who's an aerial threat. They also brought on Larson for Cunha, so that's a downgrade in itself. And obviously, Guedes for Bellegarde. Like, well, he's not better than Cunha. And then Guedes for Bellegarde. I'm not being funny, but I actually that's the centre winger. It was a bad goal. It was a bad. I can't take nothing away from that goal. That goal was insane.
The Strand Larsen one.
The equaliser, yeah, that was a crazy goal. The way just
the angle, man, crazy. Yeah,
it reminds me of Wilfred Zaha.
I'll be honest. I think if there was a better goalkeeper in there, he would have closed the angle and made it a lot harder.
I don't know, you know, because I see
Fraser Forster was standing there like this, just gave him.
I don't think no keeper. I'll be honest. I don't think no keeper saves that.
I think a better goalkeeper closes the space and makes the angle a lot harder.
You don't save it, man. You don't save it.
Yeah, you don't save those.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda Hotspur, man. I told you, man.
Exactly. And did you hear what he said? Because they're playing 3 games a week. So by that logic, bro.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about that.
Wait. All right, fine. It's been a very long time. But by that logic, you ain't gonna know shit about it next season. By that logic, then Liverpool should mess up every. By your logic, Liverpool should be messing up every time they play 3 a week. No, Arsenal should be messing up every time they play 3 a week. No, it doesn't work for the other teams. It's just victim FC Hotspurs, yeah? It's just victim FC Hotspurs.
No, Wolfie, you wouldn't know because you don't have a
explain then. Explain to me how you're the only team.
Are you still in the Carabao Cup, Wolfie? When did you get knocked out of that?
Oh, the Carabao Cup. Let's go back to 08, man. We'll hold on to our one trophy, man. We'll hold on to our one trophy.
Because you're talking like you're above us and all these things, but
we are.
We're still going to see the table. You can show me the table. Show me at the end of the season, because what I know is the season finishes at game week 38, not game week 20. So after 18 more games, I'm pretty confident we'll still be above you because you're shit.
Bro,
that's what I know. You're shit.
I'll tell you what, if Forest don't play another game this season, you would still struggle to overtake us. You're 13 points behind us, bro.
13 points, yeah.
How long is it taking you to accumulate 13 points in half a season, man? How long?
We'll see.
How long? And do you expect your form to change in the second half?
We've played half our players. So when our players do come back and we make some signings, it's a whole different team. Let's get something.
Slow down. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I don't know about you, Wolfie, but I find it highly disrespectful. Yeah, that a brother whose team is pretty much the poster boy for failure is chatting to a team that's won 2 Champions Leagues. I find
you're the poster boy of failure.
I find that.
Sorry. Arsenal's literally the poster boy of failure. When we talk about failure, we talk about your club because that's all you continuously do. It's just you lose. You lose. Talk about
to be fair, they won the Carabao Cup in 08, man.
Talk about winning quads. You talk about going on big runs, and then you change it. You change your expectation with season because I'm evaluating new evidence, doing all this rubbish. You said you're winning the quad. What are you doing right now? You're already out. No.
Relax.
Stop all the whoa business. No. Why did you hold up?
Wait a minute. Slow down.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Slow down, brother man. Yeah. We could actually do this. We could go around anywhere in the world. You can choose the location. Okay. Anywhere in the world.
Oh yeah. Go on. Story time. Go on. Story time. Story time.
Survey. We can do a random survey. Yeah, a random survey. Anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where. Which club is more of a failure? Arsenal or Tottenham? And I guarantee you, wherever it is in the world.
Do it in North London.
Wins that survey. Hey, what in North London?
Yeah, in North London.
You definitely use that survey. Yeah. So I just, obviously, Cass needs to run the likes real soon, and you get me do them super. So just before that, yeah, I just wanna. By the way, people like the video in it, but I just wanna say one last thing in it. Yeah, I'm actually very happy at the moment, and I'll explain why I'm very happy. Yeah, because. For about a year and a half, yeah, people have been telling me, yeah, mighty Ange, the way he plays, he sticks to his ethics. It's gonna work out. He just needs better players. Yeah, he sticks to his ways. It's who we are, mate. I've been hearing that for the longest while. He plays a great brand of football, but we saw him crumble and decide to play a different way. And then this is where... Wait, whoa.
Look, you're not just going to spread lies like this. No, stop this whoa business.
Hey, Why are you hot, bro?
You didn't play a different way, man.
Am I not allowed to explain why I'm happy?
If you can shed an opinion, but you're not going to share it like it was fact, bro. You're not going to share it like it was fact. You didn't just say you didn't watch the game.
Why I'm happy?
I want to hear why my brother's happy, man. Tell me.
Wait. Do you know what? Do you know what's funny about this? I know you didn't watch the game because you was doing a Man City watch-along. So stop the foolishness, bro. Stop the foolishness. What are we doing here? You didn't watch the game.
I had it on my
iPad.
I can vouch for it because it even says on my iPad because I gave him my account, like so we share the account so you can see.
I know he didn't watch the game. He was doing a watch along of Man City live.
He was doing both. He was doing both.
Two eyes, man. Two eyes.
I had both games on, but I know which game I was watching. You can only watch one game at a time. Let's stop.
Not really. No, you can watch both. You can still watch both.
You can have highlights and key moments in both games. You can't analyze.
You can keep up with two games.
Tell me how both games are played.
Hey,
yeah, but you can watch two games at once. That's quite easy.
I watch 3 at times.
You watch them. You're not
that's
actually
difficult. I have with time, but it's difficult with 3. But 2, if you go it side by side, like you can keep up. 100% you can.
And you know what, my TV's here. Yeah, it's here. So and then the iPad was here. So it was like,
so you're looking down and looking up. So you're not watching. Watching
both, bro. Do you know what I mean?
You're not watching both of them.
You've
got an eye on one.
No one know why he's happy, man. Come on.
Before I was rudely interrupted, I'm trying to explain why I'm happy. Yeah, you don't have to agree.
I got a quick one because I got someone. I got something for Jordz.
So what people are now trying to. So what I'm deciphering here is in the moment where you needed your manager to have tactical nous and find a different way, he was unable to, which is what I've been saying for this whole season since he's been there. This brother is crap. He can only play one way. It worked in the third tier of Japanese football. It worked over there in Australia where football's not even the first sport. Them and do rugby and cricket and them things over there. He tried to bring it over to the Prem. It didn't work. He tried to do something different. It didn't work. He's out of his depth. Hold that. I hope he stays there for life. I'm happy.
There you go. Yeah. Brilliant speech. We got Monts here as well. There's over 600 in the house after 22 minutes. So please smash the likes. It's not easy for some of us. Some of us are still working as the show is going on.
Correct.
And Wolfie. But yeah, please smash the likes, people, man. We don't ask enough during the live at all. But I feel like it's time that we do anyways. I think it's been well over a year since we've been doing that. And we have seen a little bit of an increase in the likes as well since asking like yesterday and whatnot. So big up to everyone that has liked the video and big up to everyone that's going to as well. If you can't be asked, just like maybe just have a little rethink. Could help the video out, could help a new subscriber out. Pay your rent, you little fuck. Anyways. Adam says, Jordz, your gaffer said, and I quote, "I will never change my style of play."
Well said.
Put Jordz in the cell with Diddy. This is a Monday show, man. Look, I've done a new overlay, but I'm gonna try and get a variant of this one. So sorry, Adam, man. Like this ain't a throwing gel type show, in it. That's
wait. Just to go back to the other super. So this is what I was getting on to this guy over here saying, because although you make tactical tweaks, the style of play doesn't change. You don't change your identity. The identity is still the same. You just adjust it tactically by bringing certain players in different positions. The style of play was still the same style of play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You just don't.
I agree with that. Yeah, your identity is still shit.
We got Adam for the super chat. Play that, Mike. All right.
I'm gonna stand by you, even if you can't control, even if you can't find heaven. I'm going through the hell with you. Oh, you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you.
I'm not even laughing at this no more. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's really just weird, man.
Wait. Jordz, are you lot still singing the Robbie Williams song for him? I'm loving Big Ange instead.
Oh yeah, that's sweet song, isn't it? Expressing.
Are we still there with that?
I don't know. Go to the stadium and ask, man. I ain't been down there for a couple of weeks.
I don't know. There's no sound
refreshing.
coming out of that stadium recently, bro.
Well, there definitely is. It's more louder than
Huh?
your stadium. What's yours got? Like 20 in there? Oh, we got triple that. Calm down, man.
Oh, you can count, bro. It ain't 20 and it ain't loud and it's
Well,
loud.
right.
I know it ain't 60.
It's
I know it ain't 60.
He's got a little bite
louder,
to him.
man.
He's got a little bite to him.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on,
it's a bit
No, no,
He's a little rattled
I know
today,
it
isn't he, man? He's a little rattled.
Can you count how many trophies you've had in the last 16 years?
Well, yeah,
Make
it's
that
more than
30.
on Forest. So what are we doing here?
Yeah. How many times you won the Champions League, bro? What happened when you got to that final? What happened when you got to that final?
Bro, you haven't been to. When was the last time you was in it? Like 40 years ago, bro. Come on, Wolfie. You were probably in nappies when you was in the Champions League, man. Stop the foolishness.
So history don't exist, yeah? I mean, we know
No, it
Spurs
does.
ain't
It
got
does.
it.
I'm not discarding it. I'm not discarding it.
It sounds like you are, bro. Sounds like you are.
I'm just saying it was
I mean,
a very
you
long
have to
time.
hold on to history. You have to hold on to. Wasn't it the Worthington Cup back then when you won it? What was it? What was it called?
What Worthington?
Worthington
I don't
Cup.
know what Worthington Cup is.
It was definitely the
Never won
Worthington Cup.
Never won.
You don't know what it is. That's what it was called when
We
you
never
won
won
it, bro.
We never won it.
What was?
You didn't?
What was?
What was called the Worthington Cup? No one knows what that is.
The League Cup. When you won it, what was it called?
Worthington Cup.
Oh,
had-
like the Carling Cup and basically
had
what it's
so many
sponsored by
different
back
names.
then.
Bro, you
What we
don't
do?
even know what the cup was called when you won it, bro.
Because it's
That's
the League Cup.
embarrassing.
It's a sponsored name. It has a sponsored
Carling-
name.
it was
different
Carling
every
Cup. It was
year.
Carling
Was it Carling? Was it Carling back
It was
then?
Carling Cup back then.
It was Carling.
It was Worthington, I think, before that. I'm
Maybe
pretty sure.
like when you won it in like the 70s or something, it might have been Worthington. But when we won it,
No,
had a
it was Worthington for about 5 years. I think we won one 5 years, or so, and then it went to Carling, and then it went to Carabao.
I got a feeling it was Worthington when you won it, bro. I got
Actually,
a feeling.
well,
I
no,
know
I
it
mean,
was
wasn't.
I mean,
They-
technically speaking, not even technically speaking, you actually did win the Worthington Cup because George
Oh,
Graham won it for you in 1999.
So yeah, that was valid. Yeah, Worthington.
Mm.
Yeah, you
Wait,
may not
wait,
know
hold
that.
on, hold on, wait, hold on.
And did
They
they
won-
not
they
even
won a
win
League
it in
Cup in
Wembley?
99.
Am I right here?
Yeah,
Did
we
they
won
win
a
it in
League Cup.
Wales, man? Does it even count?
1999. Hey,
I
and-
didn't know- So that's the reason why we didn't get our fours is because of these man. Fuck's sake.
yeah,
We
but
didn't
hey,
look
because
up.
you know they
I
needed.
think, did we get knocked out by Tottenham by that? Did we get knocked out by Tottenham or who is it? I can't remember.
All I know is they needed Big Bro
Who are
to
they?
help them win a trophy because we sent George Graham over there and he won you man a trophy. So you can always rely on Big Bro.
Oh yeah, it was the Capital One Cup after that. It was. You're right.
Is it Capital One Cup? I
Do you not
don't
remember
know.
the League Cup was called
Oh, wait,
Capital
wait.
One Cup? Or so?
Wolfie, why are you trying to snob your nose at these trophies? Like you've even been in them for the last 20 years, bro.
And we've won them, bro. We've won them. So try your next line. We've won them, bro. We've won them multiple times, bro. We've won them multiple
Johnson
times.
paint trophy, my bro.
We've won them. The only Johnson you should care about, bro, is our hand-me-down to you, Johnson. That's the only Johnson you should care about, man.
You're competing with my reserve team. That's literally the trophies you've been in for the last 20 years.
Yo, is that what you're calling months these days? Is that what you're calling months these days? Your reserve
that's
team.
funny. Last time you won it was 1990, the actual League Cup as well. Wolfie, what's the cup?
Yeah,
called?
yeah, we've won it twice, bro. Twice.
What was the League Cup called back
We
then?
won it like 6 times. What are we doing here?
That would have been. What would have been back then? Coca-Cola, maybe.
Milk Cup. I think it was the Milk Cup back then, actually. So,
Yo,
congratulations.
you don't even compete for the Milk Cup these days, bro.
We're in the semi-final.
You lot will do a parade around North London if you won the Milk Cup, man. You got the Milk Cup. You got the Audi Cup, man, next to each other, celebrating, doing the league double. You lot would have that, man.
All right.
But yeah. So are you in firm belief then, Jordz, that it's not actually Ange's fault? It's probably the players at disposal. That's it.
Because I've always been consistent in saying Ange will take fault for these losses as much as the players are. He's always going to be at fault for the things that are going wrong because ultimately he's choosing the teams. He's putting those players on the pitch, so he has to take fault for it. But a lot of these players just aren't good enough to.
But don't you reckon even with like Van der Ven and Romero on a pitch or whoever, it is
games
like
completely different.
There's-
Games,
it's
you
a-
can look
the
at
thing
games
is-
like Crystal Palace and Ipswich and so on. But then again, I will sit here and say,
no, I'm saying it's a different game. Don't get me wrong, it is. But the thing is, it's like high risk, high reward. And what I mean by the high risk is these Van der Ven's injured again. Obviously, as you know, Romero got injured last year as well, if I remember. couple times, I believe.
And Van der Ven last year.
Van der Ven's injuries are hamstrings. They're ones that are definitely.
Romero picks up an injury. He picks up something.
These aren't hamstring injuries though. Romero just.
Now here's one is, but he gets. I would say like his method of way of playing, like because it's quite reliant on defenders recovering quite a lot. Would you not say that's down to his way of playing because he's relying on his fullbacks to get? I'm surprised Porro can stay fit quite most of the time because honestly, the fullbacks have to do a lot of work getting back.
I think it just depends on the different players and the players and their bodies getting used to his playing style, isn't it? There's certain players that can keep up with it and they can grow to. Their muscles are going to build over time, getting used to playing the high-intensity football. We saw this with Poch in his first season in Tottenham. We had plenty of injuries. His second season, there was a little bit more. But over the years, as you continue, you get less and less injuries because the players are more used to the high-intense football. He has to take some fault for it because, like you said, they're constantly playing at 100% and being asked to run forward, press high, and then catch us on the counter. And then we're trying to run back at 100 miles per hour, trying to recover the ball. It's going to cause us more injuries. But I think over time that it's not going to be a massive issue. I think Ange definitely needs to look at adjusting the way we play. So we're not trying to play at 100% for the full 90 minutes.
Yeah, true. Tribution in the Highline is diabolical. They didn't get that one right.
Definitely I think signing Tribution was just a bad signing overall.
It's a bad signing, bro. Like he don't suit. I don't think he's a bad player, but I don't think he suits the way
he doesn't. He's not good enough. He's not
good enough, but he's not suited to the way they play like at all.
Yeah, but that's Ange's fault. It's not Ange's fault.
It's not Ange's fault.
It is Ange's fault.
In January, we wanted John Clare Todibo. That's our top.
No, it is Ange's fault. Ange's come out and said.
And he looks even shit for West Ham.
He looks poor for West Ham, but I think he'd be better
West Ham is
than
shit
what
anyway,
Houston is in our system because
we saw what we just did to West Ham, innit?
Twice.
I think West Ham are just poor. I don't look at the player and say that he's terrible, but regardless, I think that.
Remember last time I bad West Ham, I wasn't allowed to celebrate that. Remember that?
We didn't get our top signing, and so we went to Dragusin, we went to Timo Werner. It was just a bad January transfer window last year. That's what it was.
Ange signs off on the players. He said it himself. It's a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable.
Okay, but if they're presenting you with shit and you have to choose between shit and shit, is that your issue? Like you're gonna have to sign off on a player regardless.
I say wipe your ass and move on.
He brought in Werner. Who he obviously doesn't rate. He's made that very clear in press conferences.
So why did he sign off on him? Why did he sign off on him?
What do you mean? This sign off business, like I can't sit here and speak for Ange and say why he signed off on him. He doesn't rate him. Do I think he wanted Werner to come in? I don't. And you guys can sit here and use the quote and say, oh, he signed off on all these players. He's the type of manager that's going to back the board and say, look, everything we do as well.
He's a yes man.
The type of manager he is. He's not a yes man. He's not a yes man. He's a guy that literally collaborates.
Which one is it, man? Did he say no to Werner?
Bro, what do you mean? Is he a yes man? You want me to answer your question or not, Wolfie, bro?
Yeah, please, man. But then,
he's not a yes man, bro. He's not a yes man because I don't think he's a yes man because he's literally coming out here and he's saying, look, we're a family. Just like if you have family business, you're not gonna go spit your family business all over the board and tell everyone. He's saying, oh yeah, look, as a club, we make decisions together. Everything that happens is together. I lead in the decision making. So he's just making that clear up in the media because we've seen under Conte, under Jose, under Nuno, Spurs weren't backed by their managers. And he's trying to change the narrative that he's being backed when he clearly isn't. He's just being
a liar now. He's a liar as well as a yes man.
Who wanted Werner? I'm curious.
Come on, man. This is just silly at this point.
But who wanted Werner? I'm curious. Who wanted Werner? If it wasn't Ange, who was it actually wanted Werner?
Good question.
Hey, I'm not the Tottenham fan. You're the Tottenham fan. You should know the answer. Who wanted Werner? Like, I know who wanted Sterling. Eddie's gone now.
I mean, because he knows it wasn't Postecoglou that wanted him. So he must know who did want him then.
Yeah, he must know.
This is an interesting question.
Yeah. He's just a bit hot at the moment. It's cool though. He doesn't want to answer.
I'm not hot. I just picked up a phone call, but I'm not going to answer stupid questions. You want to know who signed Timo Werner?
How's a stupid question? You said he didn't want him. You said he didn't want him. You said he's not a yes man. Therefore, the next logical question is, who wanted him? Who's pulling Postecoglou's string? Who do you think?
Why don't you use your brain?
Why don't you think?
Who takes control of transfers at a football club? Who does that? It's not the manager.
Football. Yeah, but I got hounded because Ten Hag had that in his contract about the veto.
Exactly.
I got cussed out for it. Like, even though it's not my fault. I don't have the contract. I just support the club.
No. We gunned you about the contract because you done the biggest 180 that we'd seen in years. That's
you defended it.
Yeah, no, but
you said anything Ineos does, I'm dead end. I'm dead.
I am.
I'm not saying this. Wait, I haven't sat here and said that I defend all the manager's decisions. I said when he signed Werner, he's not good enough. So then you're sitting here and telling me, oh, Werner's not good enough. Who decided to sign Werner? Was it the manager? Do you want to go? Like, bro, if you want to make a decision on who you think signed Werner, you can say that, but I don't rate Werner. But
it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because either way.
And said he doesn't rate Werner. So it's very clear to see the manager didn't want Werner, but there was above board reasons, whether it's fucking Daniel Levy, whether it's Johan Lang, whether it's Paratici, I don't know who it is, but someone else has authorized the signing. He's just had to go.
But you're not seeing it, Jordz, are you? You're not seeing it. Either he signed off on Werner and signed a shit player.
That's how you're making it.
Or
that's how you
he
see
didn't
it.
sign off on Werner and he's a yes man. Pick your lane. Pick your lane.
There's not. Because what do you mean he didn't sign off Werner?
What's the third option? What's the third option?
You get given an option as a manager and you have to choose between those options. What do you not get about that? He obviously, Werner was a loan also. You're failing to acknowledge that Werner was a loan. So Werner was never signed permanently for him to be a part of our squad. That's very clear for the reasons that he wasn't wanted by a manager. Because if he wanted him so much, he would have signed him. Werner's a £15 million player. We could have signed him, but no, we opted to go for Odebert, who's a completely different profile to Werner, plays in Werner's position, and Werner got dropped down the pecking order, wasn't even in the squad for the first few games. But yet you guys trying to sit here and tell me that Werner was wanted by my manager. Come on.
Now we're talking about principles here. It doesn't matter if he's loan or not. We're talking about principles. Is he a yes man, or did he sign off on the shit you bought?
I don't care. I don't care about that.
You know what?
I don't care. I do not care about it. If you think I'm the yes man, I don't care. That
doesn't. What I don't understand, Jordz, is that you got a very promising youngster on loan at Stoke at the moment called Ashley Phillips, and right now you're playing Archie Gray at centre back, and they both got pretty much similar experience. If not, Ashley Phillips probably has a little bit more.
No, Archie Gray has
maybe a little bit because he played a whole season for Leeds, but Ashley Phillips, if I'm correct, he also had some experience last year or the year before.
At Plymouth for half.
Yeah, Plymouth. But I'm just saying, like, if there was one way to develop a promising youngster that actually plays that position, it could have been him. You know, like Ange develops from youngsters. This is some good game time.
100%.
Like I don't understand that. You want to play your Bergvall, who's a little bitch, in my opinion, just gets wiped off the floor weak. Like, I think he's shit personally, innit? I don't think it's. I don't think
doing it, bro.
I don't think he's survived. I don't think he's survived.
But tell me, Bergvall.
The thing is. Yeah, but I look at Kobe and I look at, like, you can handle the physicality of the player. I look at Bergvall. Don't get me wrong. He
played a lot more, and he
can adjust. Yeah, Kobe's had a lot more experience, but like Bergvall can adjust. What I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think he survives at Spurs anyways. He probably ends up going on loan, probably gets bought and goes to another league, right? But then I look at Ashley Phillips thinking, you've got a prime opportunity to develop a youngster here. You need a centre back, and you're playing like Ben Davies and Dragushin, like, who's got more experience. Fair enough. And then you got Berg, like I don't understand that decision. Why you wouldn't play someone like him? Then you could have played someone like Archie Gray in DM because you don't like Basuma. Clearly, I got a feeling Ange don't like Basuma either. Because
I know Ange doesn't like Basuma.
Clearly.
But Basuma was dropped continuously, and it was not playing in games when we had our full first team available. He doesn't rate Basuma. There's quite a few players in this team that he doesn't rate, that he's being forced to use. It's very clear, and he hasn't got options. And people that keep looking at my manager, and it's like, bro, he only has a few options of players that he can choose between. Now, the youngsters, that's a different question. I think this has been a problem at Spurs for a very long time, and now I don't know whether it's something to do with contracts, whether it's to do with, I feel like Archie Gray may have been promised some more playing time because they said Man City were in for him, Brentford in for him. Tottenham probably promised him a little bit more.
He's a good player. He's a great player.
And I feel like, to be honest, he's done a decent job at centre back. But yeah, like you said, we have Ashley Phillips, we have Alfie Dorrington, who's the England under-19 captain. Like, we've got players.
He's promising as well, to be fair.
And yeah, I don't get where Ange is coming from in the press conference. Said, "Oh yeah, who else do I use? We have youngsters, we can use them." He obviously doesn't think they're good enough. Now, that's another question, isn't it? And I don't know what to do from that point with Ange and say, oh yeah, he has to trust the youth, because no one's trusted youth at Spurs for a while. Is it because the youth at Spurs just aren't that good?
I mean, Jed Spencer's the next one to maybe get a look in my opinion. He covers ground much better than what Porro does. But
he's a good player.
Porro, you can't drop Porro. Like, you just can't. What he does going forward is...
You can, he's shit.
No, you can't. No, he's not. You can't drop Porro. It's what
Porro's
he
just
does going forward.
Going forward, Porro's one of the better right backs in the league. So obviously, it's hard to.
What you say? What you say? What's about Tottenham, anyways, man? You've been quiet about these lot, man. I know you got a soft spot for them.
Oh, they embarrass me. My sons, man, they embarrass me still. Fucking embarrass me, man. Predicted they come 4th. They're 11th. Like, or the 10th. I don't know where they are now. I don't even.
11th, bro. 11th.
I don't even. I feel like a deadbeat. That's how I feel like right now. Speak about my sons. I feel like a deadbeat. You know, I wanted the best for them. You know, I still want the best for them. You know, I want the best for my people. Them. I want the best for all of you, apart from Cass, to be fair. But yeah, Spurs are just what they're just a question mark. I don't know what they are. They're just a question mark. All they do is run around and drop points and disappoint people. They have good, like, again, I saw good moments. I saw good facets of playing again in the game against
Wolves.
That's how I even know they played. Yeah, I saw little bits in the highlights, like in the bits that you played. But apart from that, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. You man just disappoint me. That's it. There's not really much to it. Just disappoint me. You disappoint me. And Jordz knows this. Like, Jordz knows this. Like, this is the most like humble I've seen Jordz in years. Even
he's got a bit of a different.
Like, bro, this is a different Jordz. Like, I want the old Jordz back. You know?
Yeah, but Mons, isn't this the guy who a couple of weeks ago was telling you that they would beat you at their ground?
Oh, you really thought? Wait, he didn't believe that.
No. Do you remember he said because what happened last time at their ground? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Of course. Yeah, he was reminding me. He knows what he was doing because he knows it was a weird win because of the Luis Diaz controversy. He knows that's why he was like, we're going to be.
He didn't know that 2 weeks ago, though. He didn't know that 2 weeks ago.
No, he did. He knew, but he was putting on a front. That's what my runners do for me. They put on a front. When it comes to actually facing the big dog, they put on a front. You know, Tottenham fans were putting on a front. It wasn't just Jordz. You know what I'm saying? It was actually, no, to be fair, he said he was going to lose, to be fair. But yeah, Tottenham fans were, you know, running their mouth a little bit, put 6 past them, and back to getting my Snickers from the shop around the corner, bro.
So did you believe that, Jordz, when you're saying that? Did you believe that?
We ain't got you in a week or two, bro.
Oh, here we go. He got
starting again.
Here we go again, guys. See what I'm saying? Here we go.
Semi-final, different business. And as your manager said, he'd love to see us win something. So I'm sure he'll help us out,
Jordz,
you know?
act like you've been there before. Actually, you haven't been in the semi-final for a while. So actually, you know what? I'm not gonna go down that route with it.
Well,
but
I've been here plenty of times. So
plenty. Don't know about plenty of times.
I have. I've been in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup plenty of times. It's not nothing big.
Many a time.
Yeah, they got it in their trophy cabinet.
When's the last? When's the last?
3 years ago, bro. What do you mean? It was like 3 years ago. It wasn't that long.
What happened? No,
it wasn't. It was under Jose. It was under Ryan.
Yeah, manager got fired.
2021, 3 years ago.
What happened? Did you win it?
You said it was 4. It was 3.
Did you win it?
No, you got to know the facts.
No, bro, I usually do know the facts, but as I said, I don't even watch you, man.
You didn't on this time. It's cool,
bro, as I said, I feel like a deadbeat.
You try it. I hear it.
I feel like a deadbeat, bro. I'll be honest, bro.
Yeah, you're like a deadbeat, innit? You don't know the facts.
Yeah, bro. Maybe if you don't perform better, I'll be around more. Give you some pocket money.
Don't need you around, bro. We don't need you around.
You don't need me around? Son, don't say that.
Oh god.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, genuinely, George, your team's just shit, innit? I can't help you, man, no more. I genuinely can't help you, man. What can I say about you, though? What is there to say? Obviously, you've got injuries and that, but you're fucking idiot of a manager and your dumbass flipping medical team rushed them back for a game that didn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. What the furthest it would have moved you is like 6th max. Even then, it would have been for like not even that long, maybe a week. And then you've lost them again. So what? You know what I'm saying?
Your Dodgy's got injured as well, innit?
Oh, you picked up a knock, yeah.
Yeah, Spencer been moving better than him anyway.
Yeah.
He's been picking up injuries. He's been in and out of injury for the past 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Like, Jordz, I want to know if you're disappointed with everything, like how you feel.
He sounds happy. Happy.
We've been 45 minutes on Spurs. I've definitely told you guys how I feel. We're not going to continue going back.
Yeah, like you're numb. I know you're numb.
No, I'm just bored of keep going around the Spurs. Why are we spending 45 minutes of a show on Spurs?
No, I just
I thought Spurs were a big club. I thought Spurs were a big club. Why can't we talk?
Yeah, we don't ever spend 45 minutes on Arsenal because it's pretty boring. Hooks. That's
we're not a big club, innit?
But Jordz, why did
we do though?
But Jordz, why did if you knew everything was like, you know, because how you spoke very well about your club, as you do, and why didn't you have this energy like at certain times, like I don't know, before you like
I've had this energy for quite a lot of games. Like, people don't they choose to listen.
No, but you've said stuff about your attack. You said stuff about your wingers being
6 months ago or 4 months ago. Sorry.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna let that go. Nah.
Okay. No. So okay. What
wait.
Congratulations, Mons. You finally surpassed us in being the top goal scorers in the Premier League this weekend. So I can now officially say your attack is better than mine. Thank you. Go on. Congratulations.
Our attack was better than yours.
No, you finally surpassed us. Well done, bro.
Wait, so until that happened, your attack was better, yeah?
Well done, bro. Finally surpassed us.
Someone asked you a question.
So before that happened, was your attack better than Liverpool's? Is that what you're saying?
Before that happened, Tottenham was top goal scorers in the Premier League.
That's not what I asked.
All right, so would you take your attack?
I'm going to answer it the way I want. And the way I want to answer is by telling you the facts.
So before we backhanded West Ham.
And the stats are that Tottenham, up until this game.
So, Jordz, I'm going to ask you one more time.
In the Premier League. So do with that what the information you will.
Jordz, I'm going to ask you one more time. So before West Ham, would you have taken your attack of the man?
I answered the question.
You don't ask the questions because I said, like what the chat said, I turn up for Christmas and for birthdays.
Do you know what?
As I said,
what you
Christmas has just gone, so I'm still here.
I know this is a peruse that we're in court and so on.
We're not in court.
We're not even in court. We're not even in court.
It's therapy, man. It's therapy.
Even better. Wait. So even better. I don't have to answer your questions. This is what you don't get. We're not in court. I don't have to answer questions the way you want me to.
Oh, so now you don't. Now you
want to ruin the show. That's what you want to do.
I Mons, you have to appreciate he's hot because Liverpool just took his only trophy away.
I still got to play them. We still got to play them.
You know what's funny? Because you're in that same competition. Are you winning it, bro?
What?
You might.
Are you winning that competition?
You might.
Wait, the top goal scorer competition. Is that what we
No.
to
He knows
now?
what competition I'm talking about. He knows what
I think we still hold that even though we're out.
Are you winning that?
Are we winning Carabao Cup? 100%.
No, we're the holders.
Just making sure. Because you're talking tough like you guys are in that competition too.
Wait a minute. You think out of my club and your club, you're more likely to win the Carabao Cup?
Well, we've won it more recent than you. You haven't won it in like 40 years. So what are we doing?
You say more recent, but
you haven't won it in like 40 years, bro. What are we doing here? So yes,
so the team that most recently wins it is the favourites. Is that how it works?
So then Liverpool's going to
win. They've not won it in 40 years. Then it goes to show me that they've not got
that means
Liverpool the cojones to get over the line. That's what
Liverpool then.
What was the last time? What year was it? In the 90s?
By your logic,
in the 90s.
You're not beating Liverpool.
In the 90s. Is that the last time you won?
93.
I was you acted like they was winning anyway. We're going.
I won it like 3 times since then, bro. Allow me.
Wait, but so by your logic, you cannot win the Carabao Cup this year.
Where's the first leg? Is
Liverpool won it before you?
The first leg at White Hart Lane, I think.
Let me ask them. Once you just nailed the Hammers, right? Again by 5 goals. Yeah. Last time they got 8 goals.
By the way, when this happened last season when we beat them, and remember I wasn't allowed to celebrate. I don't know if you remember that stream. Jordz remembers that stream. I wasn't allowed to celebrate.
Yeah. It's West Ham. Do you know what, Mons? I'll be real. Everyone slapped up West Ham this season. You still ain't allowed to celebrate it, bro. I'm just be honest.
I didn't say, bro. He said,
wait. I know you're not celebrating it. I'm just saying. You reminded me of last year's stream, and I'm reminding you again. West Ham is still shit. No one celebrates those wins. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Fine. Well, listen again, man.
You asked me, and I'm just
Man City is shit. Certain people celebrate that win. You know what I'm saying? That's all right.
Do you know what? I hear you, bro. I didn't celebrate it that much when it was me because it's just City. But
that much, but you still celebrated it, right?
Oh, because we started the loss. We started the losing streak for them, innit? So I hear it.
Would you say though?
It wasn't shit. They wasn't shit till Tottenham beat them.
Since you're hammering everyone, and obviously Salah's on fire and everything. Obviously, we could always talk about yesterday. But do you say that probably puts you in a kind of a firm position for the to be the favourites? Like Endo's getting trusted more.
Are you talking about the cup?
Yeah. Just overall in it for the cup, innit? Like Kwanzaa's hitting some good form now. Again, finally, it's about time. It's his second game that he played quite well. Third, maybe. Endo's getting more minutes trusted. You know, Elliott's getting more fit. To be fair,
like obviously the players.
You could even say Jota's a part of your
players
second
are coming
back
back.
now.
Even though we lost Joe Gomez, the players have been coming back from injury quite slowly. Like like we've had one, then another's coming back. So, I'm happy with the squad. I'm just a bit like I think we're a bit. Again, that's how you know Jordz and the Tottenham man are my children. We're even like at centre back as well now. We're a bit like at centre back. You know what I'm saying? They just start to following our steps. It's quite cute to be honest. Like even though, as I said, man's not really around, them not still like to follow in our steps and that. But yeah, I'd say favorites for the cup. I don't know because it always depends on how much you rotate. Now, if Spurs go with their first team and we rotate, it's actually going to be a competitive game. You see what I'm saying?
Tottenham don't have a first team available, so that's not even.
Then they ain't going to be competitive, is it?
No, because he's making it seem like if Tottenham go with their first team, our first teams are players that we have available. And
I don't know I don't know when the centre backs are back in it, so I don't know if they'll be back. Maybe for the second leg.
Games are in the next 2 weeks.
They could be back for the second leg. I don't know.
They could be over by then, man. Like it matters.
Huh? Exactly.
Why the centre back would matter if it's first team versus second team. Out of Tottenham in their home, it would matter a lot. If you went
to their ground and they had everyone fit and we played like Endo and that, it would be a good game.
At centre back, yeah, it would. But I think you'd lose that first leg. But then there's another leg. That's the only issue. There's one at Anfield.
Wait. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Didn't they lose to Ipswich? Didn't they lose to Ipswich at home with Van der Ven and Romero fit?
Yeah.
All right. So why are you not trying to gas it up like there's any hope, man?
When Schmodic,
no, because let's not act like. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to act like because Southampton did not give they didn't give him for a good game. They didn't. They were shit. They made them look shit with Endo at centre back. I couldn't believe it. Endo at centre back.
Do you know what it is?
No, really deep here. Endo is at centre back playing inverted centre back. I've actually seen it. I basically a libero if you want to get technical.
Bro, that's my gaffer, innit? That's my gaffer. And obviously, I remember Tottenham actually linked to Arnie Slot quite heavily. Jordz will tell you all about that.
I'll tell you all about Arne Slot. I said Arne Slot was my number one option before Ange Postecoglou coming in. I've done a lot.
He was actually, no, I'm saying he was heavily linked. Was it last season?
We were talking with him. I think what happened is we'd had a lot of talks with him, and then it turned out that I think he wanted to do another year at Feyenoord he wanted to win the league again, innit? So he signed a new contract for another year, and then Tottenham moved on to other targets.
Hold on. Their recruitment because they were linked to Ten Hag. They were linked to Ten Hag.
Tottenham was linked to Ten Hag. Yeah, the year before he went to Man United. We turned it down.
One more time, please. That last bit.
What?
He wanted to spend. Did you say he wanted to win the what?
He wanted to win the league at Feyenoord, I think.
Hey, Amarim, you prick. You hear that? Amarim? He stayed with dignity. He didn't just fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then he got a better job. It all worked out for him, man. It all worked out for him.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe if Amarim came in the summer.
It did. I think Arne Slot. When all you guys were laughing at Arne Slot in the summer, I was the one bringing him up and saying, this is a good manager.
I wasn't laughing at him. I said, listen, I didn't know too much about him, so I said, let's just wait. It was just the let's wait and see thing, innit? Let's wait and see what bro's got. But anyway, in terms of like the cup, it's hard to say favorites because, as I said, I don't know if are Arsenal going to rotate when they play Newcastle? Because I know Newcastle aren't rotating; they're going with the double barrel Isak and Gordon shotgun. That's what they're coming with. Man, them know what's going on there at St James's, innit? Arsenal.
At Emirates, it don't matter though.
Yeah, no, at Emirates it might not matter, but I'm saying at St James's it will matter, innit? So
but only if we're tying or losing like by one goal, it will matter. If we're winning 2-0,
we'll see in it. It just depends if they take their chances or not at their ground. That's what it's gonna come down to.
Do you think Mo Salah's gonna hit? Like obviously we spoke about it yesterday, but does anyone on here feel like he's gonna hit like 30 Premier League goals and then get like 20 assists at least?
He can.
You reckon because
I think he gets 20 and 20.
Do you know what? So the second half of the season, I can't remember who sent it. I think it's Big Country. He sent this and he said there's a myth about Salah not turning up in the second half of the season. And I thought, let me have a little look at these stats.
I saw that comment.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. So this is the interesting part.
So, but the thing is, you got to look at which ones have AFCON and which ones don't. That's
also all right. Well, whichever one I think you can kind of figure out for yourselves anyway. So 17-18. Yeah. You got 22. I'm not even going to do the first half of the season. Let's just do second half. 17-18, you got 20 goals and assists. 18-19, you got 12 goals and assists. 19-20, 16. 20-21, 11. 21-12, 12. 22-23, 20. So AFCON was last year.
Wait, what year was that?
That's the
22-23.
season before AFCON.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was one
yeah.
without AFCON.
And 23-24, which was last year, which did have AFCON, and he also got injured as well straight afterwards, which he was out for, which was 9.
Mm.
So if you're telling me at the end of the season, from January to the end, the second half or whatever, surely he gets roughly around that.
Is that
average
what
mark.
DNA is? That
The lowest he's got is 9.
9. Like, and you know he's not going to get unless he gets injured.
How much more does he need? He's on 17 and 13.
He needs 7. He needs 7 assists and 3 goals to get 20-20.
Hey, he needs 10. 3
I don't
goals.
think no Premier League
3
players
goals,
got this
7
much
assists.
GA. Is it 30 in total in half of a season? I don't even think Haaland got there.
Do you boys think Werner
in
can do it
in
as
terms
well?
of record? I don't think he beats Haaland's 36 in it. So I don't know. What you saying?
So do you reckon Werner can do it as well this season?
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's taking it.
Will any of your wingers get 10 goals? Both of you.
Hang on, mate.
Langa, Hudson,
Will they? Not mine. Will they?
Bro,
'Cause
wait,
I remember I took. You know what's funny? I remember.
hand-me-down. Your
You know
wingers
what's
are
funny,
hand-me-down.
I took your most effective winger, and he's my hand-me-down right now. He's my shit.
He's your hand-me-down, man. And you guys are crying about him, and he's your top goal scorer.
But he would score. He'd be your top goal scorer right now as well, because he was your.
He
top
wouldn't.
goal scorer.
He wouldn't. Our top
Yeah,
goal scorer is
I'm
the
pretty
fourth.
sure he was your top goal scorer in the season.
Really?
He
So
scored 8 goals.
our top goal scorer is the 4th highest goal scorer in the Premier League. What's yours saying?
No, but 2 seasons ago when he left, he had.
Oh, you want to go back 2 seasons now? You want to go back 2 seasons?
Yeah? And then since then, he's scored more goals. Than most of
You
your
lot
teams.
hate him. You lot hate him, man.
do. I think he's
You gave us 50 million, so why are you trying to gas him up?
Rubbish. I think he's rubbish. He scores
What are
goals.
you gassing up?
I
What are you gassing up? Would you rather have Alanga or Johnson?
Oh, I'd definitely rather have Johnson over Alanga. Alanga's not good. Alanga does the same thing.
Would you rather have Callum Hudson-Odoi? Would you rather or Johnson?
What do you mean? They play different sides.
They can play. Hudson-Odoi can play both sides. He's played both sides. You need to do your research.
He
can do both sides.
Predominantly a left though.
He's a left
He's
winger.
normally left. He plays both.
Chelsea. When he was at Chelsea, all these years growing through the academy, he was a left winger, bro.
But he can play right. What I'm saying is he play right better than Johnson plays right.
Okay. Callum Hudson-Odoi is a decent player. The thing with him is, can he actually reach his potential that he's shown? I don't know. I don't think that he's that great. That's
months, man. He reached his
He
potential.
scored 10 goals. Will he score 10 goals? Because I don't think
less of that. I've always said I think Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's a good player. I think he's a good player. I think at Chelsea it was like a weird time. He just came through at a weird time.
His injuries, man.
Mixed with his own inconsistencies as well, whether that be injuries or performances. I think it was just a weird time.
Why is Jordz not in jail? This is just, don't worry about this. Remember, jail is always weekends. It's just weekends, isn't it? We might have to do a little special Monday jail settings so people can't exactly run. When I say people,
to answer your question, Castle, that like if there was a team I wanted to avoid in the Carabao, it was definitely Newcastle.
Newcastle was they're gonna go.
I feel like with Spurs, I feel like even if Spurs had their full team, I feel like there would have been some rotation from Ange. I feel like there would have been some form of rotation. And same with Arsenal, I think Mikel, I'm not saying Man them would rotate fully, but I think both teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Spurs, would definitely rest a few players in it.
They're not.
We're playing in the Champions League.
They're definitely not rotating.
Spurs are playing on Thursday. So
wait. I just deeped it, Wolfie. Before I go, Brennan Johnson has the same more goals than both your wingers put together, and you're trying to talk to me about.
That's not what I said, is it? That's not what I said.
Who's
your top goal scorer?
I'm just telling you.
Top goal scorer.
He's not. He's not.
Who is
Jordz? Where are you, man, in the table? For me,
man, how many's he got?
11,
How many's he got?
How many's Brendan Johnson got? 7. So
how many goals your top goal scorer got?
Madison in the Premier League, 8 goals. I'm pretty sure.
8. Wow, 8 goals. Oh man, I wish we had someone who could get 8 goals.
The funny thing about that is we have about 5 players above 5 goals. You've only got one.
You know what the funny thing is? You're 11th and we're 2nd. That's pretty funny.
I know, and guess what? The funny thing is you're still somehow going to find a way to finish below my club.
You reckon? No, you reckon you finish above Nottingham Forest?
Yeah, I do.
Wait, Jordz, just so I know this, where do you think Spurs finish this season?
Good question.
Well, we're gonna have to see how it plays out. We're halfway through the year. We need to see how the
That's not why I asked you, bro.
No. I don't care. I've answered your question. We got to see how January plays out.
Talking to that, quick one.
Cool.
Because it's all good for certain man when they're talking about league titles. Say, I want to see how January plays out. But now
I didn't say that. I said I think we win in the league.
Not you, certain man. But
anyway. But George, this is a me and you thing. This is how about this and me? George, we've been linked for a minute. It's just that George, you know what it is? We've been linked for a minute, but it's where, like you're embarrassing me a little bit with the 11th thing, bro. I need you, man, at least like sit for something Embarrassing.
Single digits, and it's single digits. Let's start with
Spurs are
that.
embarrassing me, bro.
Well,
I predicted you meant to be fourth. It's looking like a howler.
What's it called? What? So last one, Man United's got Newcastle. Just quick predictions.
You getting bent over, bro. You getting bent over today.
I'll be
man.
real, yeah. That man might oil you up, you know. Jacob Murphy's gonna do that. When he, you know when he
Cry.
It get me ugly, man. Ugly.
you know when he done the thing when you were like this.
So what was it? What was there? Quick predictions. Quick predictions.
I got like 3-1, 3-0.
No, I think you lot will bag a couple goals in it, but I think they might be like 40 or something. It depends on the set pieces. If you man want to pattern up from set pieces, you could get a draw. But you man just
Where is it?
Love
Old
conceding
Trafford.
set pieces.
Oh, Trashford. Oh, mate. Have you sorted your rat infestation out yet?
Allow it.
I think 4-1 Newcastle, personally.
I'm going.
At least.
I'm going 2-1 United. I don't think we lose 3. Old Trafford. I don't think we lose 3 in a row. At Old Trafford.
Wait, which United? Which United? Newcastle United.
I suppose we'll wait till
Because
later.
I know you'll try and hide behind that. I know you'll try and hide behind that later, man.
No one calls Newcastle United. No one says
Yeah, but I know
that.
what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. You're like, I said United win 2-1.
Well, Man United, I reckon we win 2-1. But other than that, make sure you subscribe to everyone. Have you got
Hold
hard time?
on, Cass, hold on.
Go on. What?
Hey. Hooks, Brentford.
Oh,
Winning that.
It'll be a hard game.
It's not what
We'll
I
find
asked you.
out.
Again, it's not just the Jordz thing. That's not what I asked you, bro. It's not what I asked you. It's not what I asked you.
I would like us to win the game, but you never know.
So you're not confident.
Brentford away is a hard fixture.
I think you're winning. I personally think you're winning the game. I'm going to know if you think you're winning the game.
Don't worry, we broke them in for you, Hooks. We broke them in. This whole home record, we got rid of that for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you know, I expect us to win the game, but whether we win it or not, I'm not so sure.
We saying Hobbs and Shaw might be a little bit of a.
Yeah, I've gone with a 2-1 victory. At least I predicted a 2-1 victory to Arsenal. But
okay,
yeah, like it's going to be a very difficult game.
I hear it.
Anyway, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. Because you're playing on New Year's Day, which is kind of weird. But other than that, subscribe to everyone. You got Do-Rag Diaries. You can put that in the YouTube bar. It's easy as that. Halftime Hooks got Big Six Bands, and then you got Fuck Wolfie. So on that notice, this is gonna go to Loaded Mag, where you're gonna find me and Wolfie real quick, and then going over there. So go and raid it. Just say NAF raid. Make sure you like on the way out. Don't forget. Don't be a pussy. So in a bit.
Make sure.
What?
Make sure you say fetch my L in the comments when you guys.
Oh, here we go. Fetch my hashtag. Fetch my L.